Hey YouTube, John here with a video on flash. I don't know if you can see behind me, but we'll show you close for a minute. I've got two flashes. I'm using my Canon 60D and I'm using my YN622C triggers. I have got Macaulay doing the video, so it may go a little bit tits up here and there, but it should be alright. And today we're going to get a little bit more. I've not bought the rope light meter out. We're going to get a little bit more creative with a light. So first things first, I'm going to take an ambient meter reading and get a shutter speed around 1/160th of a second. For the bright sky, can you just go to the bright sky, Macaulay? The bright sky behind him is really, really bright. So first things first, you come back to me and Ethan's, the flashes are off. Right, Ethan, turn your body a bit, fold your arms. And you can see he's looking towards the key light, but it's not on yet.
And as you can see, here's your first shot, exposing for the background perfectly, but he is quite a bit underexposed. I'd just like to apologise for the audio on the external camera. There's nothing I can do about it, and I am sorry. But this video is just really me messing about, and that's basically what it's about. So if you don't want to watch it, you might as well turn it off now. But hopefully along the way you'll pick up some tips, and you will see me make some mistakes, and I'm not going to edit them out either. I'm going to leave them there so that if it happens to you, you know what's going on. The gear I'm using, I don't know if I say it in the video, but I'm using my YN622Cs. I am using mainly two today. Two flashes, a key light and a rim light. And anyway, we'll just go on. The pictures aren't great, but basically it's more about flash and more about me messing around and see what you think. Well, here's the first one, no flash whatsoever, which, as to be expected, which I know this is how it'd turn out anyway.
And I've took that shot at 1/100 of a second. At ISO 100 at f13, and the sky is fully, there's no blowout whatsoever. I'm showing a stop underexposed on the meter. Would I have left it 0 if I could on the meter? Yes, but I was getting a little bit of blowout, so I'm going to shoot at 1/100 of a second, and now I'm going to fill Ethan with a front flash. And I'm also, can you just come round to this flash, Macaulay?
Hi everyone, sorry that I've just jumped to this. This is one of the shots that I should have showed you in the video, but I got a bit confused somewhere. This is the first shot. I have deleted a few of the crap ones, so they're not particularly in perfect order, but this is with no flash, and this is we're getting the flash right. And then there's another one, and then, oh, this is me setting up for the key light, the rim light now, and then I don't know what happened here. It must be not in order. And then theirs is coming in with a key light from the left and a rim light from the rear. I'm just going to show you a few of these, and you can see what I mean. And as you can see, they're not like the other day when I used the flash as fill. That you can tell now that flash has been used. It's still nice, it's still different, it's still good, it's a bit contrasty, but you know, it suits Ethan perfectly fine. It doesn't look bad in any shape or form. I'll just keep going. These are just a few different compositions that you can see once you get the light locked in that things look good. Ethan looks a bit emotional here. Changing the composition. I think I go on about it in the video in a minute so that I can get lower down and involve more of the sky. So that's why I shot lower. I wanted to make him look a little bit more powerful and also involve the nice sky. So that's the previous one. So I'm just going to show you a few more here now. This was me just messing around. Like I've said to you, we've got a gorgeous highlight next to shadow. We've got a gorgeous shadow here. We've got a lovely rim light separating him from the background. And we'll just stop at that. Let me just take the F key off. Oh, there's one more. And there's another one. So basically what I'm going to do now is we're going to jump and we're going to move location. I am chopping the video quite a bit shorter so that it don't bore you for too long, but you can see that, I mean, even with a raw flash, I didn't take any modifiers. I've got a lovely nice nose shadow and a lovely cheek shadow, and basically I'm running a nice loop lighting pattern. Ethan's not really the perfect model, but you'll see in a minute how even though the video's not about posing or anything like that, it's just a mess. I was just bored and wanted to go out and mess about. You'll see in a minute, I'm going to show you on the video how I go about making him so that he don't look bored like he does now. Because this was all in the first minute of being here. Like I said to you, once you get your flash right and once you get your ratios right, it's just click, 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 click. You can do these pictures in under a minute. But you'll see me now. I'll change the background to a more evenly lit background, so you can't tell the flash is there as much. And then you'll see me work on Ethan, trying to get a better expression out of him. See what you think.
Talking to him, we'll go to a quieter location in a minute, but you'll see on the PC that they're very nice and dramatic. I'll show you the raw files. I'm not going to edit them, and I'll show you how easy a setup like this is, but it doesn't look as good as if I use fill flash. This is more than fill flash today. This is really using flash, and I never used to like using it like this, but lately, because it allows me to work very fast without pissing about with modifiers, and if I had an assistant, which I have, he's holding camera, I could probably just use one camera on a monopod, one flash on a monopod, and yes, it would be a little bit harder than usual, the light source, but it'd look a lot better than just overexposing the background and blowing it out. Now, yes, you could get away with both ways of doing it, but anyway, we'll move on to the next location. Right, this time we're going to use this green at the back of him for the background, which should mean that the flash then can be more fill flash, so it'll be a lot less noticeable and look a lot more pleasing. But I wanted hard like this, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off and I'm going to underexpose the background. I'm just going to turn the flashes off in my flash menu, flash control. We'll go to manual menu, and I'm going to disable them, and I'm going to, right Ethan, can you come over here now?
And as you can see, just needs a bit of flash to finish it off.
Right, I'll show you that on the PC. I've underexposed that 2/3 of a stop. A full stop was underexposed a little bit much for me. The background looked dark. Right, I'm going to leave you if you can stay there. Right, I'm going to come a bit close to the camera because I don't know if you could hear me there. I was messing around there because it's quite bright outside, but it's actually evenly lit now. Because the sun's gone behind the cloud, we've got an evenly lit situation. I am shooting into the trees at the back of him, so if you look behind him, Macaulay, let's go stand right in front of him. I'll just come behind the camera, so you can't really see, but can I put my finger there? No, move left, Macaulay, left, left, left. I'm going to use this bright bit of the tree here, there, as his background. Now move over to Ethan. Down, and you can see Ethan is about the same contrast as that. He might even be a touch darker, so now you'll see the flash will be a lot less noticeable, but we are going to use it, and he has got a bit of a rim light. If you look at his shoulders, there is a bit of a rim light, but I'm now going to bring in the rim light, and like I said, I did take a little while setting it up, because what you need to do is, I used to delete it, but you really don't need to. When you're taking a shot without flash, you need to keep the shot that you've taken without the flash, so that you can compare it to the flash, and that way you won't end up getting your flash too bright. Whereas if you delete it and just keep your flash pictures, you can get it wrong depending on how well you can see your screen. So always keep your before and after, and then you can look at the before and after on the field and think, well, that flash looks way too harsh. So I'm now going to turn on the B light and bring in that, which is going to be the rim, and you'll see that shot in just a moment.
And here's your shot, your test exposure, and with a bit of flash. As you can see, we've got a lovely shadow on the right hand side. The shadows and highlights now are not as distinctive because I've got a background that's not... If it was really dark, that background, then the shadows on his face would really stand out a lot more. Although I like them shadows on his face.
I've now got that as an 8 power, and as you can see, my shutter speed is 200 of a second. Well, you can't see it, but my shutter speed is 200 of a second, f7.1, all in manual, everything's in manual. I don't know if the rim light's going to be correct. I don't think it will be, but let's see. The rim light is actually spot on, but it was just aiming at the wrong place.
And as you can see, there's the first shot, and then with the rim light.
I will adjust the shutter speed in a minute while I'm doing it and show you a couple of different shots. You're not going to hear me now when I'm talking, but I'll tell you what I did on the PC.
And here's another one, just another shot. Now I'm going to show you another one with the shutter speed changed. Basically, if I just press the F key, I went from a 200 of a second and I slowed it down to 1/2/5. And to me, I like that shot better than that one with a lighter background. I don't know why, probably just because everything looks a lot less flashy. The rim light looks superb, the background looks nice, and everything's a nice balance. I'll just show you a couple more that I shot. And a few more now, trying to make him laugh.
Ethan, as you can see, he's done the cardinal sin. He's gone and turned his body into the key light. So turn your body, just turn your body on, body, everything, turn. Right, okay. Now we're going to get an highlight next to shadow. I'm just going to turn the main light up a bit. For this one, I'm going to try shoot it and have the flash in the background and see what it looks like. So it'll be in the shot, but hopefully it should blow out and I can clone the stand out. So you're still looking at that stand.
Well, as you can see, this is now walking round him. So the light's still coming in from camera's left and the lights are in the same position, but I just changed my position. And I just want to show you something. I just want to show you... Oh, Lightroom will not do it in full screen, I'm sorry. Will it do it now? I'm going to show you a before. Can you see the light stand? And an after. And I'll just show you a quick tip while I'm in here. I didn't even leave Lightroom to do that. If I go to the healing brush and press the H key, you can now see if I go here, that's basically what removed that light stand. So we'll just go back to full screen again and I'll show you a few more. And here's a few more. All I basically did was move to his right and shoot to the right hand side. And the light stand is now behind him. I'll just show you a few more. You can see, if you look carefully, you can see the rim light on him still here. Splitting him from the background. And then again, using the rim light. This time I didn't have to clone it out. I just watched me framing and framed it a little bit better.
See, to me, it looks okay. He looks great. But the big white sky blinking, blown out at the background, it's a distraction. So it really is a distraction. And we'll talk about that when I'm on PC. It really is a violent, bad distraction. It's rubbish. I'm not going to bother doing it anymore. Try that and frame yourself. You know, like now I'm using my face. So I'm going to get him to go like this, basically, towards Macaulay, or the flash. The flash isn't even pointing at you. Thanks for watching. Please don't do this. But I'll leave it on video so you know how much of a nugget I am. The flash is not even at you. It was. Well, it was. It must have jumped out way and thought, he's so ugly that I'm going to move to the other side.
I moved them when you came to.
You know what I mean? That'll explain why I had it bang on and then I had to just turn it up a while ago. So, but you've got to watch for stuff like this as well, and you will make mistakes, but snooze you lose. End of the day, you're not well, you are a pro, but you still make bloody mistakes. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'll just stand here again, you stay there. That's better. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get him to go up to the light, and I'm going to use his thumbs as like a frame, so that he's not like this, he's like, yeah. Now, I don't know if you want to do that or not, but it's just something I'm going to do to make him look relaxed, so he don't look like he's bored and he wants to go play. Right, okay, towards the flash. I've got to be ready for this. Right, Ethan, we're doing you, are, kid. So put your hands higher up next time when you do it. Yeah, but hang on, no. You see, right there is where he went. So you want him to come from a stance and go, and get it right at the end of when he stops, and it'll look good, it won't look crap. Well, it might look crap, but hopefully it won't. Right, so when he says I'm going to go, you know what I mean? Something like that, yeah? Say a brum ching. Hang on, ready? Hang on. Come up. Ready when you are. But he didn't say a brum ching. And you've got to look at that. You've got to say brum ching and look at that. Go on.
Brum chin.
Yeah, but no, yeah. A brum ching. You know what I mean? Here, hold this. Focus on the eye, on the middle finger, and tell me when you focus and get an hour on.
Middle focus one.
Middle focus. Sometimes you have to tell people how to do it. Are you ready? Focus on this eye, your middle point. Recompose a little bit so that you ain't got loads. Right, you ready? Right, get ready to do it then. Right, so you go. A brum ching.
And as you can see, this picture's not going to win any awards, but you can see what I mean about the emotion on my face. Instead of just sat there looking bored and looking nervous, you can see it's actually got him to relax. And on the next few pictures that you're going to see coming up, we have a fair bit of fun, and you'll see that you'll see it straight away in the pictures. So I thought I'd just leave this bit on the video so that one, you could laugh at me, and I like the rim light that Ethan's caught in the pictures. He's not meant it, I don't think, but you can see it looks really funny, which to be honest looks quite cool when you're out trying to photograph somebody. You don't always want everything to be serious, you need to have a laugh as well.
Right, you can have a look at that on the video. Now I'm an ugly, so this time I want to keep the chin down a bit more. So focus on any eye you want. The depth of field's good enough. Just turn my body in. And don't forget, recompose and take the sky out of the shot. Are you ready? Right, now when you look at that on the PC, you'll see the emotions there. He caught it at a perfect time. He's just framing it off. Right, you ready?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, I don't want to say
This
hello.
photographer's not very good, he's just wearing. Tell me when you're ready.
Yeah, I'm ready. I've been
Right,
ready.
okay. There's a tip for you. You need to be told when you're ready so you know. Right, so a brum ching. No, you did it wrong. You did it on the brum, but not the ching. Right, on the ching. Focus. You ready? Right, so I'm going to look at that and go, a brum ching. Like that. Let's have a look now, see if you're going. Okay, I like it. Actually, that is a stonking picture because he's got it where my thumb. I'll show you it on PC and you'll see, even though that's me and I take an awful picture, you'll see the emotions there because, I mean, I'm training myself now how to go and do it myself. Right everyone, I'm behind the camera now, and as you see, I've set everything in manual for Ethan, so Ethan's going to have a go at filming Macaulay, and we'll see how that gets on. He's in manual, let's see what Ethan does. Right Ethan, off you go. Right, direct your model.
Turn your eyes back to me. No, leave your head where it will. Turn your head back. And bring your eyes back. Right, that's it. Ah, come on, Macaulay, a little happier, more teeth. Come on, you can laugh. Off you go, Ethan, get it. Yeah, you should be catching this. You should have took 10 pictures then. Right, Macaulay, fold your arms, do something with your arms, mate. You're looking a bit that better. Look a little cool, don't forget, there's your light source. Off you go, sweet. Chin down a bit, Macaulay. Chin down, 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 there, about there. And then look up at your light, sweet, looking good, relax. Do some different, yeah, try it. Go on, Macaulay, put your thumb out. Go on, a brum ching. Do a brum ching. Off you go. And we're not doing no brum ching. Try a brum ching.
I'll do it just for you.
Do it for me, mate. Off you go. Right, Ethan. Get focused. Try not to move yourself. So you're just going to go a brum ching. Like, but a bit nearer. Don't go right out there. Brum ching. Like a brum ching, but don't move you. Sorry about the camera, guys. I'm going to leave the audio on there, but I'll delete the camera bit.
Ready.
Right, you ready, Ethan? You get focused and ready to fire. Right, Macaulay.
Brum chin.
And again, put more effort into it this time. Right, wait for Ethan to focus. That's it. Ethan, do some different composition. Putting him to top left, top right. Right, Macaulay, brum ching.
Brum chin.
That's it, turn your body away. I'll tell you what to do, yeah? Turn your face to it, and then a brum ching with your thumbs.
Brum chin.
That's it. Bring your thumbs a little higher for the next one, so they frame your chin like. Right, you ready?
Brum chin.
That's it. Right, I'm going to leave that video just for that bit now. It's a little silly, is that? But you can see that now Ethan's laughing his head off and Macaulay seems quite happy.
And we've got Ethan on the camera as well because we're all in manual. And look at them now, just enjoying themselves. So make sure you enjoy yourself with your models when you go out. I know it looks a little silly and you're probably thinking, let me just show you my thinking with the camera, by the way. When I photographed Ethan, the reason why I shot higher up like this was so that I could keep the sky out like this instead of having it like that, because when that was in the shot like that, even though Ethan looked fantastic, the white was like there was very, very off-putting. It didn't look good in the shot. Now this TMC 900 camera is an absolute stonking, and it's doing a really good job of holding the highlights in the sky and the shadows, but believe me, the SLR can't do that. So right, we'll just have a little bit more fun here and might do a couple of jumping shots in the air where Ethan and Macaulay just pissing about, and I'll lay down on the floor. And for these ones I will involve the sky because I'll have no bloody choice, not unless I go to me 85. What's up with you two? Are you enjoying yourself?
Right, I'm just going to end this video off now because it's gone on for a while, but I hope you've enjoyed it and I hope you've laughed along with us, because it is a bit of a video that hopefully give you some tips. I'm just going to finish off. Basically, I never moved any of the lights. I just left them as they were and just laid on the floor and got them to jump up and down. And I'll just show you a couple of shots, altering the shutter speed on that one a little bit. Getting them just to basically just have a bit of fun. And you can actually see the rim light still coming in just slightly here. You can see it there in the shot. And there's me. I tend to hang around a little bit and float about when I'm not very busy. Ethan took that one. I think Ethan took that one and all. I definitely don't think it's one of mine, but it could be. I might have been just liking them trees there. Now, I'm going to go through these very quickly. But I didn't do a video for this part. Now this is actually a grid, one of my not Rogue grids, I can't remember the bloody name of them now, I've not used them for that long. It's one of my grids on my flash, and I'll just fly through these really fast. And as you can see, I sped my shutter up and killed the ambient and got Ethan to look as if he were praying to God. And you can see the nice light that actually comes out of the grid. I did have it on a monopod, so it was held really far out and above his head. I can do a video on this if anybody wants me to, but to be honest, we were just prattling around and everybody were getting a little bit bored. Again, same thing, lit with a grid, just having a bit of fun, and to be honest, the light's fantastic. I've never really used it like this before. I've only used it for like just to light up a background or as a spotlight, but it seems to have done a great job. Look at this, all done with that grid. Lovely, it looks really nice. You see, we've got it high enough to get it off out of Macaulay's glasses. That's me speeding up the shutter to really take in the grid even more. Again, can you see now? Because, I don't know why it's not clear. It must be because I'm in full screen, but it is clear that. Let me just if I take the F off, you'll see it's clear. I think it's just because I'm using new Lightroom 5, and you can just press the F key and go full screen, but you can see it'll be razor sharp, will that? I'll tell you now, look at that, crystal sharp. So if it looks a bit soft. So, and you can see now, because I've got them to relax and I had the bit of fun with them, you can see what I'm getting from him here, look. Dead easy, not hard to do, but if I'd have tried that when we first got there in the first 10 minutes, it wouldn't have happened. Bear in mind, I am busy trying to do the video at the same time as well, so sometimes I can't actually concentrate. I probably could have got him relaxed like this in the first 2 minutes if I wasn't doing a video, so take that into account that I'm thinking about the video more than I'm actually thinking about the shoot. But can you see the expressions on his face? Again, these are all done with the grid. Every one of them done with a grid on the speed light, and I think they're kind of nice. They cast a few shadows, but I'm starting to like shadows now. Anyway, I'll leave that video at that. Hopefully there are a couple of useful tips in there for you. I know there ain't no brilliant pictures in there, but it was more about a few tips and me just messing around, and hopefully it'll give some novices some good tips and some good ways to get your model to relax, because you do need a few little different ways in the bag to get somebody to relax, because you may take one model out, you'll pose them. Now, these aren't models and they were not really interested in doing it. They just come out for fun. But you can see that you might take one model out and something will work for you. and then you'll take another one out and it just totally won't work. And as I can see, Ethan and him didn't really like being paused too much, so we had to change it, and I had to get involved in, when you've just watched it, so you've seen me do it, I had to get involved and start messing around myself. But you can see when you pull shots like this off, no matter what light you're using and what framing you got, you're not going to have a problem selling that to somebody, are you? Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to do a new class on Flash, a really in-depth tutorial on Flash to help people understand it and really get better with it. I know I've done a lot of Flash photography and I've got loads of videos, but I'm on about how it works and how the inverse square law works and everything like that. It'll probably be a 10-part series. I'm going to work on that next. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please comment and subscribe.